Hello everyone, my name is Don, I'm the co-founder of BubbleMaps, and I'm going to make an hour-long video for you right now to go through BubbleMaps and really showcase the tool to you in a way you have never seen before, really demonstrating the power of it and why it should be in your portfolio for when you're doing your own research before investing into tokens. So I'm going to kick things off with a requested token, which is Boki. So Boki is a NFT collection on Ethereum. So let's check it out. As if we were going to buy this NFT, let's check it out. So the website's looking pretty clean so far. I mean, just check out that cursor. That's pretty cool. That's won me over already. And at the top there, of course, Final Mint has sold out. And if we go on to OpenSea, we'll just check if they're like verified or if they've got their, yeah, so they're verified on OpenSea. And that's another stamp of approval. You know, if you're browsing OpenSea, you're searching for NFT collections that are up and coming, that maybe show some promise, that might get as big as Bored Ape Yacht Club or something like that. And looking at this, I mean, it does show promise. I mean, a low floor price, total volume is getting there, and a few owners as well. And the NFT collection itself, I mean, it does look like maybe it would be quite popular given it shows similarities with other popular ones as well. So let's take a look at that on BubbleMaps then. So this is the Etherscan page of it. So let's copy the contract code, take it into Ethereum BubbleMaps. Let's take a look. Okay, so this is their bubble map, and this is showing the transfers of Ethereum. Now, before I jump in any deeper, I'm going to do the introduction just once, and not for every single token, just so you understand the rules before we proceed. Because it's you just a couple rules, and then you're away, and then you know everything, and then it's all good. If you already know the rules, feel free to skip this. It'll only take 30 seconds. So the rules are as followed. So BubbleMaps showcases the top 150 owners as 150 bubbles, and the bubble size is proportionate to its holdings. So the more you own, the bigger the bubble you'll have. Then, if there's been a historical transfer of Ethereum, then those wallets will be linked together, showcasing any forms of wash trading, wallet manipulation, private sales, pre-sales, marketing wallets, giveaway wallets. Anything can be found with BubbleMaps. So this is what we're looking out for. So we examined these clusters here to determine what is going on behind the scenes, which otherwise wasn't illuminated with BubbleMaps. Okay, so they're the rules out the way. So knowing that, we can now move forward and check out any token we like. So here we go. Starting from here, let's take a look at this one. So this cluster here is not looking very good. So it doesn't follow a concise, clear pattern like we would normally see from a working token or a working NFT collections bubble map. It doesn't look very good. It's not following, it's just interwoven and it doesn't look great. So from what I'm gathering from this, without even looking at the transfers, I reckon that wash trading has occurred with this NFT collection. And why do I think that? Because a lot of the top owners are connected to each other. And why would that need to happen? In a normal working tokens project or NFT collection, there wouldn't be any need for Ethereum to be sent around like this. And now is a good time to check out how much for. So 30, 50, 140, 314, 160. These are large amounts of Ethereum being sent back and forth. There is no explanation. And I think you can agree as well. Like, we're uncovering brand new ways of looking at data, brand new ways of looking at projects with BubbleMaps. So we have to now teach ourselves and really knuckle down on what it all means. But this doesn't make sense, does it? Come on, let's be honest. It does not make sense to be sending this much Ethereum back and forth between top holders of an NFT collection. It does not make sense. So there can only be one reason for this, and unfortunately, I'm gonna put my name onto this. I reckon it is a wash trading. So wash trading, what is wash trading? So wash trading is when you send Ethereum to different wallets, and then those wallets will then use that Ethereum to then buy the NFTs from that NFT collection, and that's why we're seeing them as top holders here, and the transfers of Ethereum, and that's why we're seeing them linked together here. So they have falsely manipulated the volume of this NFT collection, which causes more investors to jump aboard and buy more. So it's not really good to see. It's a really false representation of the actual true volume. So they're faking it to make you buy in. And that is what's showcased here. I'm very, very certain of it. So again, not very good. If we check out we checked out their website, of course, we checked out their OpenSea, and it looked verified, it looked amazing. But you know, this tool isn't there yet. This tool isn't on OpenSea. This tool isn't on Etherscan. So you're new. You're at the start of this. You have access to this brilliant tool to showcase what's happening here, and no one else has yet. You have access to this knowledge. So this is brilliant, and this is amazing. This prevents you from buying in to any unsavory NFT collections, which you'll then find they might rug. Your NFT might be useless, worthless, which you do not want. So using BubbleMaps, we have actually found a wash trading cluster. Now, I want to back up what I found. I like to explore further before I throw these accusations. So if we go on to USDC, which is a stable coin, and if we go on to USDT as well, which is another stable coin, nothing there. And then if we go onto the native NFT transfer mode, we can then see there's quite a lot of happenings going on there. So this doesn't look good as well. So these aren't buys or sells, let's not forget. So the native NFT transfer mode is just transfers of NFTs. They're not purchases. So it's a gift, if you will. They're just gifting an NFT to the next wallet, receiving them, sending them. It doesn't look too amazing. Maybe it's got something to do with the use case of the collection. But again, this doesn't fill me with confidence. As an investor, this does not fill me in confidence because all of the top holders have transferred NFTs to each other. So not looking good at all. So what I like to do as well on top of this, let's go a little bit deeper. Let's check out another holder. Let's say this one, because I don't trust the Ethereum names. I don't know about you, but when it comes to NFT collections, there's a lot of the same names being transferred around different collections. Now, I'm not saying anything, but generally when you find the same names, they operate in the same circles. They move on to different NFT collections and they just wash one, wash another, go to another, and they keep moving around, making lots of money. And who loses out? The person who doesn't use BubbleMaps, they lose out. So I'm gonna search up one of these names here. Look at what else they own and check out the bubble map of that. Maybe that could give us an insight about this investor and if they operate in similar circles. So let's see what else they own. So they have 9 of these. Oh no, that's a domain name, I think. Okay, so let's scroll down even further. Okay, so we're looking for large quantities of NFTs from a different collection. So Mutant Kong Club. All right, let's check that one out and just take a look at that one. So if we want to change the token, type that in. And let's take a look. So it might be looking good. It might not be looking good, but I just wanted to check just in case, just to see what's going on. So of course, when you type in a brand new contract into BubbleMaps, it does take a minute to load, just because it hasn't been refreshed yet, and we're getting the data as you request it. So do be patient. It doesn't take very long, and it goes really, really quickly. But then once it's loaded, it's there forever, and you don't have to wait anymore. But when it is loading, just know you're clever enough, and you're clever enough to be the first person to actually load it. So that's really, really cool. So yeah, so Mutant Conk Club, sorry, has got 555 holders. Seems to be 52 days ago this holder here, this name interacted with it. So it seemed to be a little while ago. I don't know the okay, so yeah, it's maybe dying slowly. 8 days, 23 days ago. Hasn't seen so much action recently. Okay, there we go. Take a look at this. Sorry about the delay there. As we can see, again, we have the same top owner operating within the same circles with other top holders here. So not looking good, is it? This isn't not looking good. And using BubbleMaps, we can find this. We can move on to the next one. Okay, this one operates in a different NFT collection, a different one, connected with loads more holders too. So again, really interwoven, interconnected. Let's check out Ray-Beans. Let's check out Ray-Beans and see if they're in another NFT collection, which we can then explore too. So they have 10 ape coins. Okay, so they've got a few non-fungible apes there. Okay, so they've got 17 crypto bats. And by the way, we will be implementing something like this to really make it easier for everyone. Okay, so let's check out. I like to check out the ones with the profile picture because it means they're still running. So they got Crypto Bats by Aussie. That's really, really cool. Let's type that one in as well. I know there was a bit of drama with that one. But no, that one is looking quite good. I do like that one. So I don't think there would be wash trading present with a crypto collection by Ozzy Osbourne. I mean, they did have a bit of backlash with a hack on their Discord, but given it's going to be operated quite professionally, I don't see there being wash trading on that one. But what we have found here is really interesting. We've gone through one NFT collection to then another NFT collection following the names, and it's given us another bad sign of wash trading within another collection. So that's a really, really bad red flag. So that's the power of BubbleMaps within NFTs. So that's one of the projects that I've highlighted so far, and I wanna show you guys loads more, of course. So that's Boki. So stay clear of that one for now, I reckon, and watch from the sidelines. And just for a comparison, of course, let's take a look at a good bubble map for an NFT collection. So if we go on gems.xyz, so gems.xyz is currently one of the biggest NFT platforms in the world, and currently owned by OpenSea themselves. So they bought them out not so long ago. If we check out a popular one, let's see what's got the biggest floor price. That's not going to be accurate. Okay. All right. Okay. Let's type in Bored Ape. Okay. There we go. And then if we go on analytics and then holders. It'll give us the bubble map there, which is really cool. So this is the bubble map of Bored Ape Yacht Club. And it's not looking anything like what we saw just now, is it? So this is a credible, upstanding NFT collection, which has seen huge success, and it has a bubble map like this. That says something, doesn't it? That does say something. So when you're looking for these NFT collections, when you're looking through them, you are literally looking through really nice ones like that have a good distribution of owners that aren't connected via historical transfer of Ethereum. So again, another one. So they're good for a reason, okay? They're good for a reason because their bubble map reflects it. There's genuine volume, and it's just good all around. So bear that in mind when you're looking through NFT collections. So that is a really, really good one to explore. That's that one we can move on from. And we had a request for another token. So this one is a BSC token. So let's take a look at this. So what I like to do, of course, I go onto the BSC scan page, check out the holders, is it still trading? Just do my normal research that I normally do, and then move on from there, and then check out the bubble map, because bubble map is good paired with other forms of due diligence too. So let's type in the address and look at that. This is disgusting. This is terrible. Like none of the top holders should look like this. They shouldn't be connected like this. This is BNB transferred amongst literally the majority of the top 150. This is the worst I've ever seen. This is absolutely terrible. And we click on show transfers, and it's just a mess. Look at all of this flying around. 100 BNB, 50 BNB, 160 BNB, all sent around. Like, you wouldn't just send this to anyone. I like to say this a lot, but you just wouldn't. You wouldn't just send this to anyone. And there's definite signs of manipulation going on here, or wallet splitting. I mean, on some occasions, in some of this mess, that it does look like maybe a private sale has happened, potentially, but they're just so interwoven that it just doesn't look good. Now, I don't want to, but I'm going to give this token the benefit of the doubt. So let's go on to BUSD mode. Okay, so BUSD hasn't been sent around to any of the top 150, but if we check out the native token mode, there we go. So that again looks really suspicious and really bad. I mean, if we take away PancakeSwap, it does look a bit better because everyone interacts with PancakeSwap, of course. So they're going to be linked together, but we've removed that from the wallet list. And then we can see all the wallets that have been airdropped tokens. So there's a lot of wallets that have been airdrop tokens, which, I mean, it's good to check up on. It looks like quite a few, to be honest. So we can clearly see now they have been gifted it because they haven't interacted with a contract. But we do have here the top 5 wallets all connected. So let's take a look at this. So 300 million, I don't know what that equates to in the token value. 3.1 billion, 1.5 billion. But still, I mean, it's still very fishy to have that split around, sending between the top owners. I don't like the look of that myself. But if we go back onto BNB mode, look at that. That is terrible. And a quick comparison. Let's say for an example, Baby Dogecoin. Take a look at that. Baby Dogecoin is better because what they have here, the clusters are explained, and this is a working tokens cluster. So it looks a lot better than this mess. Okay, it's terrible. This is such a mess. Like, let's agree that's terrible. But going back onto Baby Dogecoin, it would be great now to explore these clusters and why this is a normal working tokens cluster. So the one we saw before, complete mess. I would definitely stay away from anything that resembles that because it's horrible. However, normal clusters do exist, and normal clusters are healthy. So this cluster here, if we click on the middle one, then it's the central cluster, and then it's combined to all the ones on the outside. So we get to the heart of the cluster and what's going on. So by simply clicking on it, we can see that it's actually gate.io, which of course we can click on there, and it's all backed up by BSC scan, all backed up by the blockchain, and it's labeled here too. So it is gate.io. So gate.io is actually connected to these outside wallets here, and we can then click on how they're connected in the amount of BNB. So all this is BNB sending back and forth to gate.io, which is a centralized exchange. Now, none of these wallets on the outside are connected to each other, which is a great sign. It's a great sign because they don't know each other. They're not talking with each other, and it then solidifies that it's actually just a centralized exchange wallet, and there's no wash trading, there's no wallet manipulation or wallet splitting going on there. So all we got to do, click off of that, and it hides it. We know it's safe, it's gone, and then, you know, it looks better. It looks better in our opinion. We can then search other clusters too. So that was just a SEX wallet, all good there. So we want to check out another one, this cluster here, and it follows the same pattern and the same shape as the one we saw before. So without looking, I can say that it is, of course, another centralized exchange wallet, and it's MXC, which is another top leading exchange. And we can then see the wallets that have interacted with it, and none of them are connected on the outside. So we click on show transfers, and there we can see, again, all good there. So we can then hide that one. And then all that is left is the AnySwap OKX chain bridge, which is absolutely fine. And then this one here, which is wallet number 7, connected to the deployer wallet via 0.2 BNB. Okay, doesn't scare me at all. That seems okay. And then Hotbit too, of course, Hotbit have their own exchange, and then that's the connections there as well. So looking at all of that, we've deciphered that all the clusters that were there followed this unique pattern of centralized exchanges, and we've deemed it safe and we've hidden them. Just to highlight them again, of course, it's this one here. So none of the wallets are connected on the outside, and it's all connected via a middle wallet, which it all stems to that one. So that is a normal tokens clusters. So super safe there, super safe. So really good to see. And you don't get to the top by being an unsavory project. So Baby Dogecoin came in with the intention of being a long-standing, credible project, and that was their bubble map to begin with. Okay, I mean, granted, maybe before they got into exchanges, it looked a bit different, but you know, from the get-go, the bubble map looked quite similar to that. So there we go. So that's a good, upstanding, credible project. Let's take a look at a different one. So this token got requested by a community. We have a joker. I've checked it out already. But let's take a look at how one of these looks. So this looks quite weird. It looks like it's glitched the BubbleMaps, but actually this was a minting function in a brand new token. So as we can see here, these percentages are sky high, which means the token creator, after a certain amount of hours, decided that the project wasn't getting enough volume, so they wanted to mint loads of tokens to then sell on PancakeSwap and take all the liquidity. So that is what they did, and that's why we can see such a large amount of percentages there. So they had minted loads to wallet number 2, and then they'd sold it all, and now look at that. There's a ton of it in PancakeSwap. So eradicating all the liquidity, ceasing trading. So let's hide that because it's getting a bit messy. And because of that, we can now see how small all those holders were compared to the new supply. So that was pretty funny to see. We could check out the other modes, but nothing much going on there. Well, actually, let's just check out this one. So Yeah, that's interesting. Okay, not too sure what that means. I'm going to check it out myself. But all these top holders here are connected. Um, looks a bit strange to me. And maybe one at number 20. Let's check that one out. So I'll check this one out later, but that is what it looks like when a token creator has minted tokens, and as we can see here, it looks terrible. So you would obviously not invest in this anyway. It's uninvestable, but it's always good to see on BubbleMaps. One of our community members suggested this, so thank you for doing that. Let's check out another one. So Jimmy Neutron Game. So this one is a newer token, I think, launched not so long ago. I think it's still going. You know, it's still going. If we go onto the last page, then we can see when it actually started. So it looks like it started maybe 74 days ago, because I know the pages only go up to 4,000 pages. So this is actually the inception of the token. So 74 days ago. So let's copy the contract address. We'll take some of these into PooCoin as well, so we can check out the charts. So let's change token. There we go. Oh, that is bad. Another really bad one. So we're finding really, our community are amazing. They're finding really, really bad ones to showcase for us on these videos. So it's really amazing. So these are the ones you want to stay away from. Like, these are unexplainable. I hope you realize, or you can see now that like wallets that are just connected in that way, like really obscure way with lines drawing everywhere, just really messy, and it's just terrible. Like, what was a 0.5% wallet is now a 50% wallet. Now, we know this because you don't just send this to anyone, like I said, and they're all interwoven and all connected, and a huge sign of wallet splitting. So real bad thing to see there. And it all backs it up as well with the show transfers. It's just incredibly messy. So that's a huge red flag as well. And I believe this token is still trading. I'll take a look at it in just a second. And the BUSD mode as well is not looking too good as well. That's terrible. And the native token one too as well. So this is a huge sign of just unsavoriness all over the shop. So using BubbleMaps, we have uncovered what we wouldn't have normally seen, doing our normal due diligence. So I want to take this into PooCoin and just see what the chart's looking like. I wonder if it's still trading. We might need to we might need to warn some investors, I reckon. So there we go. Jimmy Neutron Game. Okay, so it is still trading, and it looks like it belongs to, given the size of the liquidity pool, I mean, it might have been a lot bigger, but the volume's not looking too good. It just tells me like a group of friends made a token. They had been involved in cryptocurrencies for a little while, and they thought it might be a good idea to make a cryptocurrency with the idea of making some money, or it maybe belonged to the same person. So I don't know why it hasn't kind of like taken all the liquidity out just yet, or maybe they did take out a bit. I'm not too sure. Maybe we can look at the sellers, and maybe it'll tell us a little bit more. But yeah, so what we can do with that as well is maybe let's look at the some of the top holders and see when they actually received tokens, or let's see when the connection happened. Sorry, that's what I mean. So if you go on to this one here, so we're looking for more than 74 days ago, which we can probably take a look at on the 5BNB one. There we go. So that happened 115 days ago. So these connections are happening long before. Long before it was even started as a token. So that tells you a lot as well. So even before the inception of this token, the transfers were made and they were linked together when the token was made, giving you that little bit more information, which is really cool. So this one is really terrible. So definitely stay away from that one too. So what have we looked at so far? So we have looked at some really bad examples. We've looked at some clusters which have good examples, like Baby Dogecoin, and what not to look out for, or what to look out for to not invest into. And you know, hopefully when you're out in the wild, when you're out looking for these tokens, you stay away from those ones. Though those ones are absolutely terrible. You don't want to invest in those. So let's pretend like we're out in the wild, eh? Let's go on to CoinMarketCap. Let's go on to recently added and take a look at their bubble map. So we have one here, which is on BNB, which is added 47 minutes ago. So let's take a look at that. So this could be appealing to you to maybe think about investing into, because, you know, it's on CoinMarketCap. It's had a little bit of verification. Now let's check it up into BubbleMaps. I mean, I'm not saying it could be bad, but it's looking quite good. It's looking quite good as a bubble map. You know, none of the top holders are connected. When I say the top holders, I'm specifically, because it's a new token, I'm looking at the top 10, top 20, because they tend to be team wallets, and they are the ones that carry the most supply connected to the most wallets if there's wallet splitting. And I can't see that with this one. I mean, there are a couple of connections. This one's a high transfer volume, so it's not of a human trading or a human transfer. It could be a trading bot, that kind of thing. This one here looks a bit suspicious, but they're for low amounts, and it just looks like you're a basic investor kind of thing. It doesn't look like it belongs to the team. So that one looks good to me. Let's check out another one real quick. So let's go for this one. So out in the wild, this is what you're going to be doing. Let's click on change token. There we go. And this one again, I mean, it's on Bitmart already, but the top owners are connected, not with a large amount. So this one, I would ask the team why it's connected like this. You know, why are the top 1, 4, and 6 connected? Maybe that's something to do with I couldn't tell you, but maybe it's something good to check up with the team. But it looks okay so far. I mean, with that 32% wallet, would you want to invest in a project that has that size? Probably not. So there we go. And let's check out one more. Actually, I can't stop. This is really cool. So we go on to this one, and it's given us a warning already. So that's really cool. Contract isn't renounced. So maybe this will give us a cool little insight of further information as if it's a scam token. So we click on that one there. So it does look like a private sale has happened. So a private sale has happened, and do you know why I think this? Because the central wallet, well, actually no, the central wallet is sending BNB out to these holders here. So I reckon a private sale or a pre-sale has happened, just dishing out the BNB. I'm not sure actually. This does look a bit suspicious. Maybe not, but ignore that. Let's check out the other ones too. I mean, it's looking okay, but let's ask the team about this one. It does look a bit suspicious, but anyway, I'm going to end it here because we've looked at quite a few today already. But I hope this has helped you educate yourself on BubbleMaps and why it should be part of your daily do your own diligence routine when you're investing into brand new tokens. There are clusters out there to explore far and wide, but the more you use it, the more you'll understand, and the more you can then refresh yourself in what's healthy and what isn't. I'll keep making these videos if you keep using BubbleMaps, and we keep these scammers at bay with our excellent due diligence. Thank you so much for watching, guys, and it's been a pleasure. If you need me at all, I'm on the Telegram very frequently. If you want us to check out any tokens for you, let us know. Thank you so much for being here and listening to me babble. You're amazing. See you later. Peace out.